Please, tell the kitchen that the appetizers are almost out.
But...
No, but. Tell the kitchen Dr. Brown sent you. Oh, yes, that Dr. Brown.
But I'm not working in the kitchen.
Well, I thought you were staff. You are wearing a uniform. What else would bring you here?
I'm a member of the press.
Then I must inform you that I'm not giving any interviews. All I have to say is in my report, or you can come listen to my speech later.
I know that sounds crazy, but...
But what?
You must prevent the licenses from being extended. The future of our planet is on the line.
Are you one of those hysterical environmentalists, too?
No,
Trust me, I was very thorough in my inspection. The power plants I inspected complied with all conditions and regulations. They are safe.
Hello.
Oh, you again. What do you want now?
I have to go.
Take one to...
The crowd doesn't look that bad from up here.
Listen to me! Listen to her!
Listen to her! Listen to her!
No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting!
No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting! No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting! No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting! No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting! No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting! No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting! No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting! No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting! No.
Faye, can you hear me? What's your status?
I am at the conference, and I had a chance to talk to this Dr. Brown, the expert they are all listening to.
So what did he say?
He didn't even listen to me. All he was interested in was food.
Just like I thought. This conference is a mockery. So, what's your plan now, Faye?
I don't know what to do.
Let me talk to him. I have my own methods. But you must get me into the building somehow. And the doorman must not see me.
Why is that?
We had a little misunderstanding. The thing is, you must find a way to get me into the building unnoticed.
Okay, see you in a few.
No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting!
Hello?
Yes?
No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting!
Clear cutting? Do you really think I don't know what you're hinting at?
No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear cutting!
Do you think that's funny? It's a hereditary disease. If you don't stop right now, I'll have the space cleared.
No reactor in the rainforest! Stop the clear
Right, you
cutting!
fascist!
Shut it, you tree huggers, or I'll show you some clear cutting.
Oh, really? Come on, if you dare.
No
Do you
reactor
know
in
what
the
I'm going to do
rainforest.
if you don't
Stop
stop
the clear
right
cutting.
now?
He's much too busy.
Oh, crap. Why are they so aggressive all of a sudden? Oh, no. Don't get any closer to the underground garage. Stay away! Stay away from there!
Oh dear. That looks really complicated in there. I wonder what all these switches and levers are there for. Okay, it's locked. Let's see what happens if I use this lever. Oops, that must have been the self-destruction mechanism. The partition should be open now. Salvador, come in! The partitions are open now. You can go in. I hope that was a yes, ma'am. See you inside, Faye.
Faye.
Ah, there you are.
Where is this Dr. Brown fellow now?
He's still at the buffet. He took root there.
The guards must not see me, so you'd better get him over here somehow.
And how am I supposed to do that?
No idea. You'll find a way. There you are. Where's Dr. Brown?
I couldn't lure him here.
Then hurry. You must...
I hope no one will miss it. Well, there's no way I would drink that. Let's see how he likes this. That would be too obvious. That would be...
Ah!
Who are you?
I want you to shut down the Indez power plants.
Why should I do that?
Well, you don't have to. I could do it as well.
What do you think you're doing?
I told you that those people won't listen.
Before the Commission retires to deliberate the matter, I now give the floor to Inspector Brown from the International Energy Inspection Authority. Prior to this conference, Mr. Brown thoroughly investigated all facilities and construction projects of Indez Industries for the IOEC. Inspector Brown, you have the floor.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
They must come to their senses when they see these pictures. And go.
My name is Dr. Brown. I closely inspected the power plants and came to the following conclusion. Indez Industries power plants are a grave danger for our climate. My investigation proves, without a doubt, that the large power plants of Indez will cause a major and global climate collapse. If we allow him to contaminate our planet with his pollutants, we have to expect catastrophic climate changes worldwide as early as 2050. Global warming, melting of the poles, rising sea levels.
This man is not Brown.
You are responsible to keep that from happening.
Indez is right. This absolutely can't be, Dr. Brown.
What is the meaning of this?
Security! Detain this man!
That can wait. Let's see what's in here. Documents, documents, even more documents. Ah! A magnetic strip card. It might come in handy.
No nuclear power! No nuclear power!
What is the meaning of this?
We demand immediate shutdown of the Indez power plants.
And what, pray, is your alternative? Half the world without electrical power?
I think that's my cue. I've already told you that the Svensson algae works and could replace Indez power plants.
You know that we are talking about an alternative to nuclear energy, don't you?
I know the algae. I know what it can do. Adjourn the conference. I can get you a specimen and be back in 3 days. Then you will see that I was right.
Adjourn the conference? Did you really say that?
Yes.
And they listened to you?
They had to. The building was surrounded, cops were tied up and locked in the toilet, and the buffet was in ruins. Just imagine, no more salmon canapes. The evening was ruined.
Time travel. All right, that's something I can imagine. But a climate conference granting concessions? What happened then?
Salvador flew to South America to check on the power plant, and I came directly to you.
I was beaten up and tied up and yes, well, I know the rest. I guess we are now on the way to my research station to get the algae?
Yeah, jackpot.
All right, I'll help you. On one condition. Once we have landed, you will leave all talk to me, and no more kidnappings and seizures, understood?
Promise.
You old warhorse. Never thought I'd see you around here again. Is that gray in your beard?
This is a control visit. I was worried you might steer the station into an iceberg. Good to see you, Barney. Did you tell Duva I was on my way?
He wasn't exactly happy. I hope you packed some velvet gloves.
Didn't have much time for packing.
Sounds like an interesting story. Who's your friend?
Oh, right. May I introduce Princess Leia?
Huh? What are you talking about? My name is Faye.
Lovely. You chose an interesting time for your visit. Duva and I scheduled a presentation for business investors today and tomorrow.
What about the National Research Funds?
You haven't heard yet? I thought Duva had told you at least that much. The research funds were canceled.
What?
Bent, that's a disaster.
Indeed, it would mean the end of my work. It has all been for nothing.
Not necessarily. I have a couple of investors on the hook. Just yesterday, a real star accepted.
We must talk to them.
First, you must get through the health check. And afterwards, wrapping this thing up will be a piece of cake. This will be an exciting day. Trust me.
There, Bent. That's it. I'm done.
Fine. Is everything all right, Doc?
You could say so. For someone with your medical record, everything is fine. Retirement agrees with you.
Ah. My retirement was a nightmare.
Was a nightmare? Don't tell me you're working again. If so, I have to advise strongly against it.
Let's just say that my life makes sense again, and I owe that to Faye here.
Ah, I see. And here I thought you were trying to save the world again.
Retirement was the best that could happen to me. I can go fishing as much as I want to. I can read many interesting books. And I have interesting talks with my shrink every week.
That sounds much better than working your guts out and spending weeks in the hospital now, doesn't it?
You think? Let's talk later, or we will be late for the presentation.
Right. It's your turn now, Miss Faye. Do you have any illnesses I should know about?
That's none of your business.
Oh, it's very much my business. The decision on whether or not you will be allowed on the rig is based on my expert opinion.
Well, I'll stay here then. I didn't travel 500 years to have myself cut open.
Excuse me, I don't think I understand.
Faye, you can trust the doc. He knows what he's doing.
All right. But no hot coals. And no saws. You hear me?
Promise. Bent, if you would wait outside, please. This might take a while, I'm afraid.
Yes, Bent, just go. I'll catch up with you. I can handle this charlatan by myself.
I'm stealing blood from a doctor. Shouldn't it be the other way around? A drastic measure, but time is short. Morbid, but it worked.
Everything peachy, Bent? Where's your companion?
She'll be a while.
That's too bad. The presentation is almost over. Do you have the health certificate?
What are our chances of finding an investor?
They are good, I'd say. We've made an impression.
Did you show them around the labs?
No. But we had a fantastic brunch with wild salmon from the Atlantic. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Overfishing of the seas, endangered species. The problem is just that we can't afford to point fingers today. No one wants to do business with narrow-minded greenies.
But we are narrow-minded greenies.
Wrong. We are greenies with wild salmon from the Atlantic. We are people you can talk to.
Barney, we must not sell our ideals.
Don't be naive, Bent. We need the money. Therefore, we have to curry favor with rich and arrogant business people.
Everything in me resists this idea.
That's the difference between you and me. You want to do research, and I do the dirty work that's getting your research financed. And sometimes there is no room for your do-gooder mentality.
Yes, I know. Here, Barney, that should be all. May I enter now?
Okay. Name's on it, stamp as well. All right, time for your big comeback.
Ha!
Nervous?
Should I be?
Well, it's been 2 years since you last saw your son.
Oh, nonsense. I'm not nervous.
Yes?
Could you go ahead, please? This little do-gooder needs to visit the restroom first. What? I just need to pee. I'm not nervous.
Sure, Bent. Sure.
Dr. Svensson, I'm trying to be polite here. What you just told us is ripe with trivial generalizations and esoteric hocus-pocus. We know that our oil reserves will be used up one day. We are aware that we will need to find a way to fill the hole this will rip into the energy supply. We also know that some nuts will be worried about the climate whenever you try offering them workable solutions. What we don't know is why on earth we came here. What miraculous technology are you talking about when you claim to be able to solve all this planet's problems in one stroke?
Thank you for the cue, Mr. Indez. I am talking about a technology that doesn't produce emissions. One that can be replicated easily and that can be grown in every household. It is effective enough to...
Did I understand you correctly? Your miracle plant will grow in every consumer's garden?
Yes. The magic word is reproduction. A small installation that will fit on every balcony will provide enough energy for the household. It is an autonomous and ecological energy. The process is called nitrogenase.
He means hydrogenase.
The process is called hydrogenase, which means that cyanobacteria will convert light, air, and water into high-energy oxygen. The degree of efficiency of the energy output yields values around 0.08%.
What? That's wrong. It's 0.8%.
Do you want to give the lecture, Father?
Maybe we can cut this embarrassing family drama short. The question I ask myself is, what kind of business model do you have in mind? If people grow algae on their balcony like chives, what do we sell them? No one here wants to give away energy for free, right?
Yes. No. The consumer needs the technology to grow the algae and dissipate the hydrogen. Fuel cells for conversion must be bought and maintained. But, well, that's all there is to say on the business aspect of our presentation. I suggest we take a short break. Afterwards, we can jump right in with the calculations.
I would like to see this bacteria in action.
Or that. After the break, we will present the blue-green algae, and then we will talk about the calculations. We will reconvene at 2 o'clock sharp. Thank you.
That was something. And where has Duva disappeared to? The least he could say was hi.
Please don't hold it against him. It's all the excitement about the presentation. And then his father appears out of the blue. He is a bit overwhelmed.
He shouldn't blame himself. He did well. I am more worried about this Indes.
Emilio Indes is a businessman. He needs to ask these kinds of questions.
No, my gut tells me that he's planning something. And I won't leave this room before I've found out exactly what it is. On with it. Ha! That fits perfectly. The Philosopher's Stone, a bottle opener on a pointer.
What do you think about the presentation, Mr. Indes? Do you think this blue-green algae is a good investment?
This cabbage? No way. But I could have told you that before.
If you already knew that, why are you here?
I came here to dispose of a nuisance. A nuisance as small as an ant, but as persistent as a thorn in my side, and as presumptuous as a fat Norwegian who sticks his nose into things that are none of his business.
Go on, don't mind me.
What nuisance are you talking about?
I will tell you in private.
Do you like pistachios? There you are. Good.
Are you worried the algae could destroy the energy market?
If a flower power energy everyone could grow on his balcony really existed, then yes, I would be worried. But this cabbage couldn't supply enough energy for a toaster. I'm just worried that these idiots in Oslo might see it differently.
And what do you plan to do about it?
What every good businessman would do. I'm going to buy it. I will put one specimen on my shelf, and I'll dump the rest into the ocean. That's where algae belong, after all. Bon voyage, Dr. Svensson. Arrivederci, Echo Power. And the best thing is, as long as no one else is interested in it, I will get it at a bargain price.
The pig.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the break is over. If you would be so kind to return to your seats. We will commence live presentation of our technology now. As you can see, our assistants provided some algae specimen. Dr. Svensson, if you would.
Of course.
He means me.
Let me do it. I worked on that technology for 30 years. I know how to get the maximum possible result.
Well then, proceed.
The generator transforms the H2 the algae produces into electricity. This thing was put here on purpose. The generator gets enough H2 now. Let's freshen up the algae a bit. Well, the algae has light and fresh water, and the gas can freely flow into the generator.
And the light bulb glows. Bravo. Can you really not see the genius in this performance?
The only thing I see is slime in a fish tank.
Dr. Svensson, since no one else seems interested in it, I would like to buy the slime.
Stop, just a second. I forgot something. The presentation isn't over yet.
Well, I can hardly wait.
Okay then, I'll put the battery in the net. If this works, I will believe every word Faye said. Oh dear.
What have you done?
I just wanted...
Was that the nitrogenase you were talking about?
Who would have thought that 0.8% can be that explosive? Dr. Svensson, why did you give an endless monologue on wind energy instead of showing us this right from the start?
I don't know. Ask my father. He is the uncrowned expert around here.
And, who of you will receive our money?
This stupid doctor. I don't want to get some rest, and I'm not sick either.
Come, please.
Hello?
You have to leave. Attack! Everyone will die.
Delvin, what are you talking about? What attack? Crap! Something's wrong with the antenna. I thought Augie wanted to install it on the helicopter. Oh no, I hope he didn't break it. I'd better go check on it. A transparent... We have more privacy in our bunker. We have more... Nail polish, mascara, a lipstick? Why do people need a paint box for their face? Ah, this file looks useful.
What do you want?
What are you making? What?
Nothing. We have apple pie and rockfisk.
I'd like to have this rackfisk.
Good choice. It's fresh. There you go.
I'd like to have some apple pie.
Just a second. Bon appetit. If it's too cold, I'll heat it in the microwave oven.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
The file fits into the pie perfectly.
Give. Ta. 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 Ta-ta!
Maybe you should stop singing.
What do you know about music?
It's not sending it. So no back.
What do you want?
Bye.
Yeah. What do you want?
Bye. It's not sent. This cable might come in handy. The cable is much too short. Augie. Just a second. Delvin, this is Faye. Can you hear me? Delvin, what was that about an attack?
Attack?
Augie, what have you done with the antenna?
I put it up, just like you told me to.
Then why doesn't it work anymore?
Maybe it's too weak, or maybe someone is interfering with us. But it's really not my fault, honestly.
What could interfere with the signal?
Other signals? Some waves?
But what kind of waves?
Other radio waves, maybe? Space waves? Brain waves?
Bran, what?
Telepathy? You don't have that in the future? No? How would I know what kind of waves could be the problem?
How can I amplify the transmission power?
That's easy. You look for a big antenna and tap it. I even have a cable. Do you want it?
Oh, yes. Please.
Don't expect too much. It's very short and a little loose sometimes, and, I'll just leave it here, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm reading Gamma Ray vs. Nuke Boy, The Grand Showdown. Do you want to take a peek?
It only has pictures.
But that's the trick, you see. Text and pictures in perfect symbiosis. It's a total blast. It's called a comic.
Oh, we have comics at home too. We use them to teach the children how to survive in case a nuclear reactor explodes.
They develop superpowers and beat up the dead guys?
Not quite.
A pity.
Have you seen Bent?
I thought he was at the presentation. With you?
One of your medicine men kept me, and now they won't let me in. I hope everything is going well.
Oh, I'm sure Doc Svensson has everything well in hand. They're probably partying right now and throwing confetti on him.
Yes. Probably. Oh, dear. Did you put up the time radio antenna all by yourself?
Yeah, no biggie. I've wanted to see this baby in action for a while now. I hope I didn't make any mistakes. It went real fast until the cubes. Really, man? Who came up with that crap?
Too true. The cubes are horrible. Thank you for helping.
Yeah, no problem.
See you later.
Yep.
Hello?
Hey, Lou. Hang on in there, okay? Oh, hey ho. What can I do for you?
Are you a radio operator?
Yep. Wait. You came here with Ben Svensson, didn't you?
Yes. Why?
Are you related or something? Is he your uncle?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just, you know.
Are you transmitting right now?
Why do you ask?
Could you stop doing that for a moment? You are interfering with my signal.
You and Bent, you are colleagues, right?
No.
Oh, you're not? I just thought, well, because you're traveling together.
Would you please answer my question?
Sure. What was it again? How did you two meet?
Please stop transmitting. You are interfering with my signal.
Hey, it was just a harmless question.
I have to contact a friend, but your signal interferes with mine. So would you please stop transmitting?
I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm talking to Lou from the other oil rig. We have some important things to discuss.
For how much longer?
Until noon break.
When will the noon break begin?
It just has. But Lou and I lost track of time, and we still have so much to talk about. I can't just up and leave. Svensson and you aren't colleagues, and you aren't related.
I brought you something to eat.
Oh, really?
Rackfisk. Enjoy.
Whoa, my favorite! Hey, Lou, gotta go. Lunch is here. You can tell me later. I'm starving here. Later. Yum. Fantastic.
He seems to have forgotten about me. Well, even better. And now it's part of my time radio antenna. It has to work now. Attention, attention, radio operator Faye speaking. Delvin, can you hear me? Please don't desert me now. Please, please, please.
Hello, Faye.
Sadi?
There. I, am glad our presentation could convince you. I have to admit that the results surprised me a little as well.
Then it was a wonderful surprise for all of us. I can assure you, Doctor, that you were utterly convincing.
Please, dear, we must not hasten our decision, not until we've tested the bacteria ourselves. I therefore propose that the doctor will provide us with a sample of his wonderful algae as soon as possible. And if everything is above board, as I'm sure it will be, independent scientists will have no problem reconstructing the result we saw here earlier. And when they do, we will support you. Or is there a problem?
Let me through! I must talk to Ben Svensson.
It seems the number of your fans increases by the minute, my dear doctor.
I have to talk to him. Please!
Excuse me.
In here, quickly.
Calm down.
Tell me, how did it go?
What?
The algae. Are the investors convinced?
Ha! They are thrilled.
Phew. Good.
Yes, one problem less. But now to you. How was your physical examination?
Tedious.
But everything's all right.
Don't worry about me, I'm fine.
That's good to know. You are completely out of breath. What happened?
I got a call from Delvin.
And?
The connection was terrible, but I think he wanted to warn us. Someone plans to attack the oil rig.
Are you sure?
Not completely, but it sounded like that.
Did he tell you anything else?
No. That was all.
Did you get any other messages?
Why? From whom?
From Salvador?
Oh, no, I didn't. I only heard from Delvin, and as I said, it was a short message.
You aren't keeping any secrets from me, are you?
No. Why?
Oh. Never mind. Must be being close to this Indes guy. I'm seeing conspiracies everywhere.
Well, you can never know.
Right. We have another problem, though, I'm afraid. Someone tried to sabotage the presentation.
What? Why would somebody do that?
I have no idea, but they did everything to prevent the generator from working properly during the presentation. The algae was much weaker than usual.
And yet the investors were convinced?
Yes. It wasn't that much of a problem. I just had someone fetch a better specimen. I think you should try and find out more about this attack while I investigate the algae incident.
Okay. Sounds sensible.
You are really not keeping something from me?
Nah. You?
No.
Well then, see you later. Then go! Sadi, come in, please. Ben says the investors are convinced. You must have been wrong.
Welcome back, Bent. Nice show. Really, I hope you didn't raise expectations you can't measure up to.
Hello, Duva. I'm sorry. I didn't want to show you up.
If you're looking for Lissa, she's in the office lab. I'm sure you can find the way on your own.
The algae you presented was bottom of the barrel. I think I deserve an explanation.
You are wrong. The sample was from one of our most powerful cultures.
I don't believe you. When I was still here, the algae could do much better than that.
I think you are fooling yourself. The algae really wasn't that much stronger in the past.
But it was stronger, and it would have convinced the investors without any effort on my part.
If you say so.
Again, what's wrong with the algae?
Let's see. No one is interested in it. We can't find a selling market. Research is insanely expensive, and no one wants to pay for it anymore.
But we do have a potential investor now.
Only as long as your scam is not exposed.
It won't be exposed if you tell me where the real algae is.
The real algae? I see. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just want to know what happened to my algae.
That's exactly the problem. It's not your algae anymore. Your son is responsible for your life's work now. It doesn't matter if anybody here likes it or not. You're out of the picture.
Are you still angry with me?
Of course I am. If you hadn't cared more about the planet than about your own family, we might still be one.
Maida never told me that she was ill.
How could she? You were never there. You didn't see the nosebleeds when they began. You didn't catch her when she fainted. You didn't even take her to the hospital when it was already too late.
If she'd only told me.
But she didn't, because she thought you'd notice it someday. Well, no such luck.
So, how's life as the head of research on Atlas 11?
How do you think it is? It makes me sick. I still can't believe that I wanted to be like you once.
You have a lot of responsibility now. The future of the world depends on you and your research.
The future of the world is not my future. I don't want to end up like you, Father. I want to have a life, a family, but I'm stuck here instead.
Do you really hate your life this much?
Well, c'est la vie. That's how it is.
Duva, I'm sorry.
Good to know. Anything else?
See you later.
No one has tried to startle me that incompetently in the last 2 years. Hello, Bent. It's good to see you.
I thought I'd drop by to see if everything is well. What? Isn't an old retiree allowed to visit his former colleagues?
Of course he is. But I know you well enough to know that this is not the only reason. But maybe you'll prove me wrong.
What happened to the algae?
What are you talking about?
I saw the presentation for the investors. The algae you presented was terribly weak.
Oh, Bent, you are exaggerating.
Do you have any idea how embarrassed I was?
I can understand how you feel, but please stay out of this.
But
trust me, it's better this way.
You say it's not my responsibility anymore. Do you know how you sound?
No, Bent. How do I sound?
Like my shrink.
How fitting. Dr. Lissa Hinrichs, official shrink for the Svensson family. Yeah, that has a ring of truth to it.
It's true, I'm not responsible for the research anymore, but I helped to build this whole project. I deserve an answer.
If you were at the presentation, you already know the answer. We don't have any money left. That means no new instruments, no repairs, no qualified experts. And if the research gets worse, we get fewer investors. A vicious circle.
What does money have to do with the decrease in algae power?
We work under a lot of pressure and under horrible conditions. In a situation like that, mistakes happen, and the algae suffers from it.
Lissa, what's going on here? You are keeping something from me.
Bent, please. We've already discussed this. The current situation is no one's fault. We've just fallen on hard times.
I'll find out what's going on.
Please, don't. I'm just worried about you.
Let's talk about something else.
I'd prefer that, yes.
Duva hates me.
I know. He still blames you for Meta's death.
And he's right.
She was sick, Bent, and she didn't tell you.
Because she knew I would never give up my work for her.
Quite the opposite. You would have given up everything for her, and she didn't want to be responsible for that. The tendency for self-sacrifice must be a family trait.
How is Duva?
Ask him yourself.
Whenever I try to talk to him, all he does is rant.
Oh, don't listen to that. I think he's much better than he wants people to know.
He hates life on the oil rig.
If he really hated it, he would be long gone. Don't worry. He's doing okay.
I can see you are busy. Do you want to continue our conversation later?
The only important thing is that we do continue it. Why don't we meet in the kitchen later and cook together? In about 2 hours when my shift ends?
Sure. Great idea.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
This lab coat looks familiar. Ha! I knew it. It's my old lab coat.
Huh? The one in the locker?
I didn't think you'd keep it.
Are you getting sentimental? Duva is wearing it sometimes when he's cleaning up.
What's this? One of my old algae samples. What's it doing here? It's barely legible, but there's something written in my hand. D54H. D54. That's the Delta algae, our most powerful culture. I just don't understand why Duva didn't present it earlier today. Let's see, where is the file for D54H? A, B, D, 32, B15, and here's A again. What a mess. Looks like this will take longer than I thought. Damn it. I searched the whole cabinet 3 times and still no sign of D54H. So where the devil is it? I should pump the water out first. Water pumped out, ready to unload. This is old water. Is that towel really golden? How tacky. Hotel La Comte du Roy, Barcelona. 5 stars. Good grief. How did this get here? No one here can afford to stay at a 5-star hotel. the intercom still working?
Yes, but you still can't make a continental call. Who do you want to call?
You'll see.
Barney speaking.
It's me, Bent.
Ah, perfect timing, old warhorse. I wanted to know how long you're going to stay with us.
I don't know yet.
No problem. But notify me on time so I can organize transport and accommodation on land. You just tell me where you want to go, and it will be done.
Thanks, Barney. Any news on the investors?
They still have a hard time believing what you showed them. And to be quite honest, so do I. Honestly, it couldn't have been the algae alone that did that, could it?
No, of course not.
What were you thinking?
I didn't have a choice. Indez wants to buy the algae and destroy it, and his plan would have worked if he hadn't tampered with the presentation.
But the deceit will be exposed and then no one will trust us with their money anymore.
The investors probably won't. But we're just buying time right now. The committee in Oslo is what's important, and that's why I'm here.
I'm sorry, Ben, but I don't follow.
That's all right, as long as you still trust me. And, don't tell Faye about my little stunt, please.
So you do feel guilty?
Let's just say she thinks the world of us, and I don't want to disappoint her.
You've really made a mess of things, haven't you?
I know. Can we talk about something else, please? I just felt like chatting a bit. We haven't seen each other in a long time, after all.
Listen, I'm sorry, but I'm really busy with the investors right now. But as soon as I'm done here and the last suit has left the rig, I'll come over to you. That sound like an idea?
That sounds like a great idea.
Good.
About my return trip. Please make a reservation at a hotel for me.
I take it you want to go to the conference Faye mentioned. I can recommend the Grand Welcome Inn in downtown Oslo, or the Garden City Hotel near the Botanical Garden.
Please make a reservation at the Hotel Le Comte du Roy in Barcelona.
Are you sure about that?
Of course. I have a secret weakness for decadent five-star hotels.
That's not what I meant. The Du Roy is a very special hotel.
Is it a brothel?
No. It specializes in male guests, but it's not a brothel. Let's just say that most workers on this rig won't like it there.
But Duva liked it there.
I don't want to get involved in this. Have Duva explain it to you, or find out for yourself. Can I help you with anything else?
So long.
Okay. See you later.
It's not me! It's Bent!
Oh, Dr. Svensson. Good to hear you. What can I do for you?
I want you to page someone.
Who?
Page my son.
And what do you want me to tell him?
Tell him he should come to the radio room.
The radio room? Why?
Because you have a message for him?
I do?
Yes. Tell him His friend called.
All right.
How did you find out Duva is gay? Oh, Ben, don't look at me like that. You two can't even agree on the weather. Why would he tell you about his sexual orientation?
But I would have been fine with it. Do I really know nothing about my own son?
Oh, he's on his way. What do you want me to tell him when he gets here?
Tell him his father misses him.
Oh, okay. I hope he won't get angry.
Oh, but he will.
I don't like to do this, but I don't have a choice. Aha, if that isn't the lost file. That's strange. The data collection ended on February 20th this year. They either recorded later values somewhere else, or they abandoned research on the D45H project. That doesn't make any sense, though. Why would they discard our best algae? Lissa?
Yes?
What happened on February 20th? Why did you stop working on the Delta algae?
Bent, you don't want to know.
2 years ago, I almost worked myself to death on the Delta algae culture. Of course I want to know.
There was an accident.
An accident?
Yes, a fire broke out in the algae station. It destroyed the whole culture.
What about the samples? You did take samples before it happened, didn't you?
No, there was a mistake. I thought Duva was responsible for taking samples that day, and he thought I was. It was a stupid misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding.
Where are you going?
I don't want to imply anything, but something's wrong here, and I won't rest until I know exactly what it is.
Why don't you listen to me? It was an accident.
Sadi, come in, please. Ben says the investors are convinced. You must have been wrong.
No, Faye. I wasn't wrong. The algae is too weak. It won't save the world.
But it even convinced the investors.
You didn't see what I saw, Faye. I can't believe in it anymore. We made a really big mistake.
What happened, Sadi? I hardly recognize you.
What do you think happened? I'm stuck in a time I don't understand. My friends are dead, and I'm alone. I have a lot of time to think.
Why are you coughing so much?
No idea. It's been getting worse for days now, but it's okay. Everybody dies sooner or later.
Oh, God, don't say something like that. Get your Medikit and do a scan. Maybe you just have a cold.
Maybe.
What do you mean? We made a mistake?
I'm talking about the Phoenix Plan.
But the Phoenix Plan is great. We're saving the world from doom.
Delvin says you killed a survivor in San Francisco.
That was Salvador.
And you stormed a building in Oslo. You took hostages.
I had to. I had to make them listen to us.
Wherever we go, Faye, we bring suffering. Or was there anything you achieved without using violence?
I convinced Ben to help me. Why do you doubt our algae?
Because it isn't our algae. I found some articles in an archive. Norwegian algae research discontinued. Millions spent on useless research. Bent Svensson's algae was so weak even scientists didn't believe in it anymore.
But I don't understand. Ben Svensson. The Svensson. I even met Barney. And the doctor. They all believe in Bent and his research.
Accept it, Faye. Bent Svensson is a failure. Don't get his hopes up.
That's not making any sense. You must be wrong.
Faye, please. You must listen to me. Since we went on this mission, we've only brought death to the people. It's like a curse. Everybody dies. Stop believing in the algae and get away from the rig, or Bent Svensson will die.
Sadi, please. If you are my friend, you have to trust me. The algae is powerful enough, and Ben Svensson is our savior.
And he will die too.
Sadi?
We are lost.
Sadi? Sadi! Oh no! What's wrong now? Oh no! The antenna cable got loose.
I thought I sent you to your cabin. You were supposed to get some rest.
I know. But why?
Why? You threw up blood during the physical examination. That's why. You are ill, and you need rest immediately.
Do I look ill?
No, but you are. Do you really want to break down rather than listen to me now?
Break down?
Without treatment, you might even die.
What? When?
I don't know, yet you still appear to be fit. But like I said, appearances can be deceiving.
Then I must hold out for a little bit longer. If I really were ill, what could you do about it?
Here? Nothing. You'd have to go to a hospital for a thorough examination.
But I don't have time for that.
You won't have time for anything anymore if you don't take care of it soon.
Do you know who you just sounded like?
No. Who?
You must take care of it immediately, or you won't have a future anymore. You sounded just like me.
Then do yourself a favor and listen to yourself this once.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Then there's nothing more I can do for you.
I have to take care of some very important business. May I?
I'm sorry, but that would be irresponsible of me. You are ill. You need rest.
But it's my business where I'm going.
Not as long as I'm your attending doctor.
What's on the other side of the bridge?
The rest of the oil rig, the workers' area, and the research station. Places where sick people have no business going.
Well, I'll leave then.
I'm just worried about your health. I thought I said...
Well...
I'm just worried about...
Locked. But I don't want to get back in.
Ah, fresh sea air. Isn't it wonderful?
You get used to it after a while.
Let me tell you, enjoy it while you still can. As of tomorrow, you'll be a long way from here, a made man. In Rio or New York. Personally, I prefer Casablanca.
I don't care as long as I get away from here. I'm sick of risking my life for this Svensson every day. Last week, a machine almost ripped my arm out.
These things happen, but today you are going to hurt the oil rig right back. Okay, one more time so you won't forget. The algae must be completely destroyed or my client won't pay.
Do you really want to talk about this out here in the open?
No, of course not. I just have to get rid of something first.
Oh my God, what are these people planning? Hey! It's always the same. I can't be that clumsy. Yikes! It's a used tissue. Kellerman and Partner, attorneys.
You are supposed to rest. Instead, you're climbing up and down the facade.
Once and for all, I'm fine.
Bah, stubborn as a mule.
Excuse me?
I said do whatever you want. Take a look around the oil rig. Climb pipes, jump out of windows. But don't come running to me if you start getting worse.
Not a chance.
That's settled then.
If I want to find the saboteur, I have to get to the workers area. I hope there are signs showing the way.
The presentation takes place in the residential area.
Excuse me?
The presentation. You are one of the investors, aren't you?
No. The presentation has been over for a while now.
Really? Man, time flies.
What are you doing?
Working.
And what?
I'm a welder. I weld.
Were you near the heliport earlier?
Oh, damnation.
What's wrong?
For a brief moment, I had the urge to work, but now it's gone. Because of you.
Are you unsettled by my questions?
No, not at all. I've been here the whole day. The foreman can confirm that. He made the work schedule.
I don't see you welding anything.
Okay. Yeah, not right now. But that doesn't mean I'm lazy. Quite the opposite. I'm a very eager worker. Passion is the fertile soil on which good work grows. Right now, I'm just not very passionate.
Why aren't you passionate about your work right now?
It's got a lot to do with atmosphere and a productive work environment. If I want to create something, I must be filled with inspiration. I have to feel the energies around me, the passion of creation.
And you don't feel that right now?
No, right now I'm feeling something completely different. I feel melancholy. Streets on a rainy day, broken hearts in the neon light.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound positive.
Well, that's life.
When do you think you will be passionate about work again?
What do you mean, when? It's not something you can plan for or force. You have to wait until the environment feels right, the climate, the creative spirit in the room.
And where does that feeling come from?
If I knew that, I wouldn't just be standing around.
When do you think you will be passionate about work again?
What do you mean, when? It's not something you can plan for or force. You have to wait.
And where does that feeling come from?
If I knew that, I wouldn't just be standing around.
Have fun.
Yeah, all in good time.
Good day.
Hello. I have an important question about a worker.
Ask.
Why doesn't the man in the machine room work?
Don't let appearances mislead you. Magnus is one of my best welders. He's just a bit difficult when he has to work alone. But his colleague had the night shift today, so he's packed up already and has gone to the cafeteria to grab a bite to eat.
The welder doesn't like to work alone?
Sometimes he is a mystery to me, too. Why don't you go to the cafeteria and ask his colleague about it? Maybe he knows the secret.
Someone's planned an attack on the oil rig, and one of the workers is going to carry it out.
How do you know that?
I was at the heliport when I overheard a conversation. Some bald guy gave instructions to a worker.
Just a sec, I'm thinking. Did the worker wear an eye patch?
Yes.
Aha! Then he must be a KGB spy. A megalomaniac villain from Russia wants to break into Fort Knox, steal all the gold, and then sink it in a Norwegian fjord. But for that plan to work, he must find a way to distract the Coast Guard. And what better way to distract them than a burning oil rig?
I'm serious. This is a life or death situation.
You don't say. You have to bring me evidence before I believe your story.
The welder doesn't like to work alone?
Sometimes he is a mystery to me, too. Why don't you go to the cafeteria and ask his colleague about it? Maybe he knows the secret.
I'll be back later. Someone sewed on a piece of cloth with a name on it, Apollo Langlo.
Hey, get away from my jacket.
Sorry. The different stations on the oil rig are assigned different keys. Number 1, Lab. Number 2, Archive, and so on. I'll strike out Eirik Harkonnen and put in the name Apollo Langlo instead. I wonder if that will work. I just have to put the facsimile in the machine, hit the key for the radio room, and that's it.
Apollo Langlo, please proceed to the storage depot. I repeat, Apollo Langlo, please proceed to the storage depot immediately.
I think I have what I wanted. The different stations on the oil rig are assigned different keys. Number 1, Lab. Number 2, Archive, and so on. There's only these keys in there. I'd better take them. Will that help you to work?
Put the tape in the ghetto blaster, will you? Eureka! That's it! Yeah!
Something is swimming in that chamber, but I can't make out what it is. But I can't... This looks like the sleeve of a worker's uniform. There are two initials, M and S. I found this ripped-off sleeve.
I see. So?
The suspect said something about an accident. A machine almost ripped his arm out.
Go on.
Isn't that enough? Someone wants to destroy the algae research and you sit on your arse and twiddle your thumbs.
Ah, that's how the land lies.
But I was talking about it the whole time.
You never mentioned the algae research. That casts a whole new light on the case. Elementary, my dear. An evil energy mogul got scared. Svensson's Miracle Algae pushes onto the market and threatens to put all the power plants in the world out of business. So what's he gonna do about it? He plants a bomb to destroy the whole research on the algae.
Well, finally. Now you understand.
Oh, come on. You're not serious, are you? The algae may be nice, but it's miles away from convincing anyone.
It did convince the investors.
Because Bent Svensson manipulated the presentation.
He did what?
Now I'm directly above the Delta Algae Station. Let's see how this accident happened. Something tells me that the explosion originated in this pipe. The question that remains is, what caused the explosion in the first place? I think I can make out something at the other end of the pipe, but it's too far away for me to reach. The cork filters all particles. I'll cut some cork out of the filter. I wonder if this will work as well as the bottle opener. Let's just try it. A bottle cap. Okay, let's go. Aha! The instrument found fire accelerant. So the fire was just an accident, huh? If I can find fire accelerant on something else, I might be able to reconstruct the events leading to the fire. But where should I look for it? Just a second. The right sleeve smells just like the bottle cap from the algae farm, but I have to do some more tests before I can be sure. I'll take the cork out first. Okay, my old lab coat is ready for analysis. Now I'm really curious. That's it. The fire accelerant on the burn tube is the same one as the one on the sleeve. What did Lissa say about Duva sometimes wearing the lab coat?
Are you still wandering around the place? How did you manage to survive without your precious algae all those years?
Duva, enough.
I'm free to do that. So I will. If your own father is snooping around your private business and embarrasses you in front of Norway's greatest tattletale, you are free to do that. What do you want from me anyway?
I want to talk to you.
About what? About me being gay? Is that it? Or do you only want to talk about...
Yes, I want to talk to you about the algae.
I knew it. What else could it be?
You hate the algae.
You could say so.
Was that why you sabotaged the research?
Bent, that's enough.
Let him say it, Lissa. I think this is going to be interesting. What did you find out?
I know you want to get away from here really bad. I know that our best algae culture was destroyed 2 weeks ago, right before the talks with the investors began. And I know it wasn't an accident.
It was an accident.
No, it wasn't. I found fire accelerant in the algae station. The fire was intentional.
And you think it was me?
I found the same substance on my old lab coat, the one Duva is wearing from time to time.
Go on.
Did you set the fire? You did. Your mother would turn in her grave.
You two stop it right now. None of this is true.
No! That's why it's so hilarious. It's not true. It really was just an accident, and you think I...
What's this game you are playing?
Bent, he's right. The fire accelerant was ethyl alcohol. We cleaned the station with it after the fire.
I'm just like you. I never think of myself. Never. I hate my work here, but still I hang on to it. I think that's over now.
Please leave us for a moment, Bent. I'll talk to him.
Faye, let's get out of here. I was wrong. There isn't a conspiracy.
But there is. Someone placed a bomb on the H2 tower.
What? How?
We don't have much time. Follow me.
Oh my God, you were right. Don't stand around gawking. Get that guy. I will find a way to deactivate this infernal bomb somehow.
I'll get him. What? Where did he go?
Get off my back! No one would have gotten hurt if you hadn't.
Okay, keep cool, Bent. No wires for me to cut, but the saboteur scratched some numbers on it. Maybe I can interrupt the ignition process if I bypass the bomb's contacts until the digital numbers match the numbers he scratched on. It's a bit risky, but I don't really have another choice.
Let go! Damn it! Let go already!
Let me climb back up. Then I'll give you a hand.
Are you nuts? Damn it! What are you doing?
Saving both of us. Now you.
algae fields are burning.
Bent, wait! Listen to me. You have to get out of here.
A sample, Faye. We just need a single sample and the algae will be saved. Get yourself to safety. I am going to...
I'm not going to abandon you. I'm coming with you.
Well then... Guard the entrance. I'll go see if the way is clear. Let's go. There was a sealer clip in it. I hope I won't have to hurt anybody. I need a key with a 4-square adapter, but where can I get some? That won't be easy without a crank. Phew. These hoses are for regulating the pressure in the lab complex. Not sure that will work, but it looks pretty good. Okay, Bent, take a deep breath. It will work now. Finally. Faye, I've got it. Come on. Faye, we don't have time.
Coming.
It belongs to Lissa.
Oh, God. Do you think something's happened to her?
I think she put it here on purpose. Maybe she wants to tell me something. If I just knew what. Oh my God!
That was me.
What?
All of this has been happening because I came here.
Pull yourself together!
Bent,
Whoever did that must still be here. And may God have mercy on his soul, because I won't if I get my hands on him now. I'm so sorry, Lissa. I found her key card. With it, we have access to the breeding lab. Oh no! No, 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 no!
Bent, accept it. We're too late.
They can't have destroyed everything.
They did destroy everything.
There must be some left in the breeding lab. Only scientists are allowed access there.
They are going to kill you.
How do you know that, huh? The breeding lab. We have to get to the breeding lab. Faye, we've searched this place thoroughly. There's nothing here. We'll go straight to the breeding lab now.
Stop! Wait!
Oh my, all these red lights. They are bombs.
Bent, we have to get out of here.
Keep cool, Faye. We're almost done.
Please enter your password. Correct password. Alert. Security level B activated. Access denied.
Is it broken?
No, it's okay. Everything's all right. Faye, I need your help now. We must go to the terminals near the entrance and activate both at the same time. I'll give you the signal. You got it? Perfect.
Why do you believe in the algae this much?
Did you listen to what I just told you?
You are risking your life for something no one except you still believes in. Why?
If we give up now, Lys's death would be in vain.
Lys's death was in vain, just like Nigel's and that of all my friends. They all died in vain.
Oh, come on, get a grip on yourself.
The Phoenix Plan is turning more and more into a suicide mission. There must not be any more deaths.
We are standing here surrounded by explosives that could go off any minute now, and you start asking stupid questions?
If that's a stupid question, it should be easy for you to answer.
The algae is the energy source of the future. Those were your words.
I know it may sound strange, but hypothetically, what if the Svensson wasn't invented by Ben Svensson?
Right now, I don't give a damn whether it was invented by me, my son, or my great-granddaughter.
But you should. We don't know if your son survived. And if you die here as well, knowledge of the Svensson will be lost forever. You are more important than the things you might invent.
So I'm the only one left believing in my technology? What about the investors earlier today?
They were convinced only after you tampered with the presentation.
You know about that?
The whole oil rig knows about that. No one believes in your research anymore.
Believing? What the hell? Listen to me. This is not about believing. This is about wanting to believe. I don't want to believe. I don't want to believe in things everybody takes at face value. I don't want to believe that nuclear energy is the best solution there is, or that there isn't an alternative to oil. Good grief, Faye. Oil is nothing more than dead algae that burns well. If mankind could build a whole world from some lubricant, then they could do that with my algae as well. They could do it with wind energy, or solar energy, or cow shit, or whatever. But they don't want to. I could give up and play dead now and tell myself, the heck with it. That's just how it is. But I refuse to do that. I refuse to believe that mankind is only made up of blind idiots. Well, will you help me push the button now?
You didn't want to believe me either when I first came to you.
Well, talk about bearing a grudge.
No. I only have to push that button?
Yes, I'll signal you when I'm ready.
Okay. Bent?
What now?
Nothing. We'll see this through together. No matter what will happen.
Thank you. Faye, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We're almost done. Just let me pump the algae into the container.
Humph! Dr. Svensson, Miss Faye, or whatever your name is, step aside, please. This room and all objects contained herein are property of Indez Industries, effective immediately.
What? Who do you think you are? You can't just steal my lab.
I can. Steal it and blow it up. Especially the latter wouldn't have been necessary if you played fair during the presentation of the algae. A circumstance we became aware of much too late, I'm afraid.
Duva?
Make yourself useful, my friend, and get me that container.
How can you help these murderers?
I've been following orders my whole life. Why should I stop now?
No one asked you to murder Lissa.
What?
Lock the door, Junior. One wrong move and you'll be pushing daisies. Dr. Svensson? Miss Faye?
He shot the hood.
The hood is the least of our problems. He locked us in here.
Don't worry, I'll think of something. There must be an easier way. That could fit. Fit. Ha! I'd better put the rod away first. Now it should work.
Help to carry that?
Thanks, but I can manage.
some things.
I can only attach the hose if the tank is retracted.
Now I'm really getting to...
I can't...
That'd be a waste of time. I am a scientist, not some kind of...
I can't attach the hose like this. The tank is at least not... This sleazy... I can still... The tank is up, but without a working hood, I can't get the algae, at least not without improvising. The tank is up. The Well, what now? Ha!
My life might have...
Now I only have to skim it. I'm almost there.
I think you said that before.
Yes, but this time it's true. Faye, we have the algae. Let's be off.
I'll take the lead from here.
All right. But please be careful.
Where did I hear that one before? A heap of scrap. Bent, can you help me?
On my way. Oh, God. Please be careful. That looks dangerous.
Yes, sure. Don't worry.
Are you secure? I know the cabinet isn't.
It's okay.
Have you lost your mind? You could have fallen.
But I haven't.
What are you planning now?
Just a sec.
Stop! You are getting down right now and let me do that.
Whoa, just trust me this once. I can take care of myself. Don't worry.
Well, listen, I've had enough of your...
And stop treating me like a child. Just give me a break. Can you turn off the device next to you?
You want me to turn the heat down?
No. I want you to turn it up because I need to get my hands burned.
Are you mad? Oh, you are being sarcastic.
You got it.
Okay, the heat is off.
Well, the power is off. You can climb the rail now. I'll climb ahead. Meet you upstairs.
All right.
Give up, Dr. Svensson. I may just be the lackey of an unscrupulous energy mogul, but you are no James Bond. Get out of there, but don't hurt yourself, please.
Where is my son?
Dr. Svensson, too, took up residence with the dead Miss Henricks. He's blubbering and bleeding from a gunshot wound. I'll let you see him, but first, you will give me the algae. I assure you that it will be the perfect addition to my client's orchid collection. Have you ever been to Brazil?
Go to hell.
We'll see who makes it first. Farewell, Mr. Bent.
Duva?
Go away! Leave me alone!
I'm coming down now. My back.
Bent! Where are you?
Up here. I landed up here. You take care of my son. I'm going to look for a way out.
Understood.